Everybody, Coach Ken here. I'm gonna do a little bit of a book 4 today, just because I feel like it. Let's see, the angle's a little weird. Let's see. Turn that a little bit, see if that's any better. It's funny, actually, it's a different angle on my phone than it is on the stream. I guess that's not terrible. Let's see, what if I turn it a little bit more? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Nice. That's worse. There we go. Yeah, we'll see. Alright. This won't be a long one today just because I have work tomorrow, but I did want to get started with the station itself. So we're gonna try and get through bags 36, 37, and 38 today. Hopefully that'll work out. So, alright, so let's get started. As always, if you feel like saying hi in the chat, please do so. I'd rather not talk to myself, but I will do that if I need to. Alright, so as always, we're going to sort these a little bit first. Got some big pieces here. You can probably see a little bit from this angle. I'm going to tilt this back just a little bit so you can see it. I started to wire the train. Unfortunately, one of the wires broke, so now I have to wait for a replacement, which is super cool. But hopefully that won't take too long. I'm not going to stream me putting it together, the wiring it for lights, just because that requires a lot of concentration, and I don't think that would be very interesting, because I kind of have to really make sure that everything's correct when I put the wires on. So if anything, I will do a short video just to show everybody the final product with all the lights on, just so that you can see, that part. The only thing that's lit, like that's been wired, is the first car. So I think I can start that now. So right now it's just the first car. I need to get, so we've got some smoke for the wheel. There's also a light that goes up here, and smoke for the steam. The cotton that goes for this up here for the steam or the smoke. But this gets wired, and then I was working on the passenger car last night when one of the wires broke, so that's going to have to wait. So, anyways, that is the plan. I'm going to turn it off for now. But, yeah. So once I get the new wires in the mail and get them installed, I'll do just a short clip just to show it off. But yeah. So, again, not doing a huge, long stream today just because I have work tomorrow. But I was excited to get started with the station, so I figured, I'll stream for a little bit, so. Alright. Just some organizing of the pieces first, like we do. Again, if you want to say hi in the chat so I'm not talking to myself the whole time, that would be cool. But if you want to lurk and just watch and hang out and do whatever, that's fine too. Otherwise, I will just ramble to myself about my day or my week, what that looks like coming up. But always better to have a conversation with somebody else. Yeah, so this week I am in the office all week. I do get lucky and I can work from home 2 days a week, unless I have something else going on, which that is, I do have something going on this week, so I do have to be in the office all week, but that is okay. So, tomorrow night I definitely won't be on because I'm in a bowling league too, and we bowl on Tuesdays. So, I probably will, whatever I don't do today, I'll probably finish on Wednesday night, because I don't have anything going on Wednesday night, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. So, got some minifig pieces. I had my workout with my trainer today. I've been seeing him since July, and I am not much of a weightlifter, but he's been having me lift heavier and heavier weights as the weeks have gone on, and I lifted the most I've ever lifted today, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not going to say what I've lifted, because by no means is it going to be a large amount, and I don't need to get made fun of in the chat. However, I have a new personal best, and that is all I will say. I don't need gym bros coming in and saying, "Oh, dude, I did that. I do that with my eyes closed," or yeah, because that affects your weightlifting. But you know what I'm saying. Don't really need to do that. Alright, so it looks like we have Older Harry for the epilogue part. There we go. Focus, there we go. There we go. Put him aside. Alright, and we will start building. So for this is start building. Immediately dump a piece on the floor. So we're going to need this and this first. And we're just going to add these for now. And then we need to grab one of these and one of these. This is going to go in the middle. And then add that here. Like that. Alright. Next we need this, one of these, and this. And it looks like we do this. And put them here. Like that. And then we take one of these and put it behind. And then grab one of these, and one of these, and do that. Okay. Next, this big long piece and connect it there. I'm going to set this down for now, just because it's not the most stable yet, but you can still see it. Oh, hey, sarcastic and sad. How are you doing? Yes, the train. I'm near the end. Alright, looks like I dumped a second piece on the floor when I did that, so there it is. Okay. Have you built this before? How long has this taken? This has taken, let's see. The first car I did off stream, my friends and I had like a Lego building night. So minus the first car, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's about 10.5 hours. About 10.5 hours for the second car, the third car, and the track. So, not the worst, but certainly not a short build. Nope, I very rarely buy and build Lego. I've built the big Mustang and the Technics F1 car, that's all so far. Okay. Not bad. I'm fairly new to the world of Lego, honestly. But my personality is once I do something and I like it, I act like it's my whole life. So in the 2-ish years, maybe, God, it's hard to say that it's been 2 years. It may have been 2 years, but it's definitely less than that. Or that's the most. I've built the big Hogwarts castle, which is behind me, the big Diagon Alley set, which is next to me, the Hogwarts icon set, the Friends apartments, and the Friends Central Perk, Hogwarts Castle and Grounds, and the Sorting Hat. That's what I've built so far. So, yeah. I sort of have an addictive personality once I like something, so. Okay. But I guess there's worse things that I could be addicted to, so. I'm looking at buying a house with my partner, and she has said I can have a Lego room or a cat, so make decisions. Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough choice. My partner is allergic to cats, so we can't have one. And I'm not a huge fan of cats, quite honestly, but some of them are very sweet. But just my own personal opinion. Just for me. But yeah, so a Lego room or a cat. Yeah, and the two probably don't mix very well. Or unless somehow make sure the cat doesn't go in the room. Cats match my level of petty sarcasm. Okay, that's good. I do like the personalities of cats. I think they're very funny. I think they can be very sweet. I'm just not for me. That's all. My sister had a cat that I absolutely loved, but that's pretty much as far as my cat exposure goes. depending on what sets you buy, Legos might be cheaper. Canon. Okay. Two of these, two of these, one of these, and three of these. Go. So whereabouts do you live? UK, yeah, it's what, 2 a.m. there now? Indeed, reverse bedtime procrastination is real. Yeah. I have a difficult time getting to sleep. I sort of need like a wind down period, and I was kind of hoping that this would be my wind down period for the day, but who knows. You don't have work tomorrow or anything, do you? And if you do, hopefully you don't go in early. Two, 4, 6, 8. 4 of these, and these 4. Labor requires too much concentration to get sleep with, and not no work, house viewings, and errands in the afternoon. So it should be chill. All right, well that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Concentration, yeah, but I've gotten sleepy with doing it before, like at night. So I don't know. It can't be any worse than going to bed without doing it. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many pieces? This is 5,129. So definitely not the most, but quite a bit. The Hogwarts castle was... Where's the box? Oh, I have it over here. Hang on. The Hogwarts castle was 6,020 pieces. And that took me 5 days of me just going ham on it. Like, every waking moment that I wasn't sleeping or working, I was working on that, and it took me 5 days. The Hogwarts castle is actually the first big set that I had. I had small ones before that. Like my very, very, very first set was the was the show Friends, the coffee house, Central Perk. That was my first one. I thought 1,600 was bad enough. Yeah, 1,600, that's an afternoon. No. Like I said, I had... Well, I don't know if I said it to you. I just said it out loud. But I have the sorting hat at work. And I was going to do that like on my lunch breaks, work on it. And unfortunately, I got it done in a day. And I was like, wow, this was kind of disappointing to get it done that fast. How do you get away with bringing labor to work? I work in an office, so it's just like my desk area, and I have a filing cabinet, and I just have them on top of the filing cabinet. I'm not the only one though. There's a couple of us that have sets. There's actually 3 of us. One has the big Rivendell set. I think that's what it's called, from Lord of the Rings. He has that with the light kit. I saw it earlier today. He had it on today, sitting on his file cabinet, and then the one that's at the cubicle across from mine is working on, and I know I'm saying this wrong, so forgive me, but he's got what I thought was like Mordor, but it's the big, tall castle looking thing with the Eye of Sauron on it. I know that's probably not Mordor, but he has that he's building right now, and he's been working on it for a while. I don't know how he stands not just getting it done, because he's had it for like a few months now, just slowly picking away at it. This is going to go here. And then this big long piece. Okay. Well, that is bag number 36. One extra piece. Anything that would be destroyed in minutes where I work, they can't even look after a dartboard. Yeah, no, everybody's pretty respectful with other belongings. I mean, it is an office, so it's not like people do much, or, yeah. So, alright, next is bag 37 and 38. Where do you work? Do you work in like a bar or a pub? So I have a dartboard. I would think of like a pub. Go-kart track, dartboard is just in the staff room. Gotcha. That sounds fun. How long have you been doing that? The staff room gets trashed daily. Why do the employees just not care? They don't take care of, like, they don't clean up after themselves or something? 10 years, wow. "10 years of dealing with a trashed staff room on the daily." Yeah, pretty much no one looks after any of their stuff. I refuse to use the staff room half the time. I mean, yeah, if they're treating everything like garbage. Is it just like young kids working there and they just don't respect the space? Or is it just kind of like it's always been like this, so they kind of just follow whatever people have done before? Mixed ages, but half the crew I wouldn't trust to make me a tea at their home. Oof. That sucks. Can you survive there 10 years? Okay, so first things first, we're going to build the mini kit. The minifigure. Minifig. Looks like it's older Ginny. All right. So this actually looks like the exact same directions as the first go round, just opposite. I only watched all the Harry Potters in the last year or so. I watched the first ones when they came out, but then never caught up. Gotcha. What'd you think of them as an adult watching them for the first time? I assume you were an adult, but working at a place for 10 years. better than Star Wars, not as good as Lord of the Rings. Alright, yeah. I can understand that. I actually have only seen the Lord of the Rings movies once through, and it was the theatrical versions. I know there's the extended versions, which are much better. But one of my friends who is a YouTuber had recently watched all of them for her channel and watched the extended version, so I was able to watch them again through her eyes, and I think I appreciated them more because she, like, my problem is that it's hard for me to pay attention to stuff for a while, like a long time, but she was able to pick up on a lot of things that I would not have. So it was nice to have her actually pay attention and explain some things, so. The problem with, like, the newer Star Wars is that they just got too, like, I don't know. It's difficult because the original Star Wars movies were like lightning in a bottle type things where, you know, it had nothing of the kind had been done before, and there was all this storyline to, you know, there was all these storylines and lore and all that stuff. And then once they got into the later movies, it just, I don't know. I am a casual Star Wars fan, so like one of my coworkers who has the Rivendell set, and again, I'm probably saying that wrong, he's a huge Star Wars fan. And he goes, Star Wars fans are the biggest haters of Star Wars. But he's a huge fan, and I'm just a very casual fan. I like the movies, and that's about it. I don't really watch the TV shows. I never read any of the books, anything like that. What's your favorite film of all time? Can you give me a genre? That would be much easier, because I like a small handful of movies, but I don't know whether I would rank one over the other, if that makes sense. But if you give me like a genre, I can tell you. Alright, so it looks like we're hooking this up to here, which is not going to be easily seen. So maybe I'll turn this a little bit. I guess that's good. I can give you top 3. God, not even like genre. Alright, so if I'm thinking of a movie that I could watch over and over and over again, what would that be? God, I really have to think. While I think, what about you? I'll give you that same question for you. But I'm thinking as I'm building. Because there's a couple answers that I have, but I really don't want it to sound like a cop-out just because they're modern, and I'm trying to actually give it a real good thought. Saving Private Ryan, okay, solid choice. Focus, that's with Will Smith, right? Will Smith and Charlize Theron, I think. And then Shaun of the Dead. Okay, cool. But yeah, Focus with Will Smith and Charlize Theron, I think that's who it was. God, I don't want to lie, because I really truly want to. I want to give you an actual top 3. I really like the movie Sunshine, and no one has ever seen that. I really like the movie. Oh, Margot Robbie. Okay. Sunshine, Running Scared with Paul Walker, and God. This is really hard. You know what? Actually, okay, Heretic. It's new. It came out last year, and I just got it on Blu-ray. I absolutely loved that movie. Popular niche films: Skyline, Battle Los Angeles, The Comebacks. You like Skyline? I'm judging you just a little bit, I have to say. Just a little. Battle Los Angeles I loved, actually, so I no shade on that one. It's so bad, it's good. Oh, I don't know, man. Oof. I watched it semi-recently, and it was rough. I've never seen The Comebacks, though. Yeah, if you want to talk movies, give me a genre, and I'll spout out some good ones that I really liked. But Heretic is new-ish, and I recommend it if you aren't, like, super, super religious. Just because some of the content in it can be offensive for people who are super religious. But I am not, and I freaking loved it. Seen the new vampire movie that's out? Nosferatu? No. I don't really have any interest in it, to be very honest with you. Yeah, not one that I would go after and go see. I did see the new, oh. Did you enjoy it? One of the weirdest films I've ever watched. Yeah. It's just not my kind of movie. I mean, I like horror and stuff, but it's like period horror, and not a fan. I did see Wolfman, and I enjoyed that for what it was. I think if people are expecting, like, classic, like modern... I'm trying to figure out how I want to say it. If people are expecting, like, horror movie, over the top horror movie, whatever, they're going to be disappointed. It's a very slow burn, but I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I just saw, on Friday, I just saw Presents with Lucy Liu, and I really enjoyed that as well, but it is not a horror movie. It is not at all scary, and they're like not even jump scares or anything like that. It's not a scary movie. It's more like a family drama, told from the perspective of a ghost in the house, which I thought was extremely cool. A very cool way to tell a story. So yeah, it's there's the camera is the perspective of a ghost, but it is not scary. Very, very good. It was, at least it was good. I enjoyed it. I think my other half wants to see that one. What about Pirates of the Caribbean franchise? I liked the first one. And that's it, honestly. I don't think I would watch the others if I came across them, if I had the choice. But the first one was very solid. Incredibly disappointed by Dune. Ugh, I couldn't, honestly. People are gonna yell at me for this. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the first one. It's not my kind of movie. Not saying it was bad. Not my kind of movie. Again, it takes a lot of my concentration to pay attention to stuff like that, and I just was not feeling that. Yeah, I stopped it midway through, and I'm like, I can't. It's not. I have other things to do. But just my opinion, it's not a movie for me. Slow burn. It's just, there's just a lot of names and people and characters, and it's just, they throw all this stuff at you, and I'm like, I can't do it. I don't like to call movies bad movies because I think that's unfair. It's not my kind of movie. That's really it. 28 years later, yeah, I'm excited. I will definitely go see it. I may wait to hear reviews about it just because I did not like the second one, 28 Weeks Later. But I don't know. Hopefully it's good. My favorite zombie movie is the remake of Dawn of the Dead. I loved that one. That was like my first, one of my first horror movies in the theater as a kid. And I absolutely loved it. I saw it with a bunch of friends, and I thought it was super scary. Have you seen the movie Oculus? I really liked that movie. It's it did. I see with horror movies. I like when they do something different. There we go. I like when they do something different to tell a story, to do horror, just and that I loved the storytelling in that movie. I thought it was really, really good. But yeah, Oculus, I would give that a try. I loved It Follows. Thought that was really good too. A very unique way to tell a story. What else? Like, yeah, with horror movies, I can talk all day about horror movies. I'll move this back over. Traumatized myself as a kid with that one. Oh, The Descent. I did enjoy that one, but yes, that was scary. The thing is I really, really wish they didn't put that first big scary part in the trailer, where they just are yelling in the cave and they're like, "Is anybody there?" And then the camera, lands on the creature. I so wish that I didn't know that was coming, because, geez, that was an effective scare for people that have never seen the trailer. I liked that one. I didn't like either the theatrical ending or the director's cut ending. I can't remember which is which, but the one where she... God, now I can't remember. The one where she gets out and you think everything's okay, and she sees her friend and she's like, "No, we're back in the cave." I thought that was really dumb. It's like, you had a really good movie up until that point, and then you just kind of ruined it. I was on TV the other day and I started watching it. I couldn't even get to the bit where they go in the cave. Yeah, claustrophobia, like crazy. Like crazy. Like when they're in that tight squeeze. I don't know how people actually do that, but when they're in that like tight squeeze and the cave starts collapsing, I'm like, oh, it's so scary, man. So scary. All right, I kind of lost my place here. So we got that, those, this. Yeah, okay, we're good. Couldn't go into... Oh. Must have been 12 or 13 when I first watched it. Couldn't go into dark rooms without checking the ceilings for years. Yeah. No, I hear you. Speaking of checking ceilings, have you seen Hereditary? Nope, horrors haven't been my jam until recent years. Hereditary is great. Highly recommend. I loved 98% of it. I hated the ending. Like the very, very, very last, 5 minutes. For reasons that I won't spoil, but it's just a horror trope that I think is just an easy cop-out, and they did it, and I just didn't like that. But... my God, that movie was really good. How the lead actress, Toni Collette, how she does not have, an Oscar, or did not get nominated for that, I have absolutely no idea. Such a good movie. But they don't give out Oscars for horror movies, I don't think. Yeah, Hereditary is really good. It Follows was good, like I said before. I would recommend that. That's not so much... I mean, I guess it's horror, but it's not jump scare horror. Again, it's just a unique storytelling type of movie. The Omen was filmed up the road from me. The original? That's kind of neat. For its time, I could see how that would be scary. I mean, I'm looking at it with a modern lens. I didn't find it that scary, but, I mean, I definitely know why it's a classic. I want to see the movie The First Omen. Not, I want to see The First Omen. I want to see the movie called The First Omen because I heard that that was pretty good. I just haven't gotten around to it. There was a horror on Netflix me and the girlfriend watched. Name split my mind. That was really good. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, no, give me, let me know. I love horror movies. I like the bad ones. I think that it's just fun to watch horror movies. There's some horror movies that I'm just like, you did this for the paycheck. You did this for the payday. But I do like some bad movies just because, I don't know, horror is just fun. All right. That is bags, what? 37 and 38. Not the film, but Cabin in the Woods was hilarious. I liked Cabin in the Woods. I wanted more from it. I wanted to see like what those other movies could have been with the different creatures, but yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I didn't like the end. I thought the end was like kind of weak with like, oh, it's, you know, we have to sacrifice for the gods or whatever. I don't know. Split was an incredible movie too. Yes, Split was good. The way James McAvoy could flip between personalities and you knew what personality was showing just from like a look or the way he was standing. Incredible. Glass, on the other hand, not incredible. I did not like that movie. They tried to make like a universe with Unbreakable and Split and Glass. Unbreakable was good. Wasn't great, it was good. Split was really good. Glass, wow, that was not. He has a film where his son has gone missing. Entire script was improv, really? Huh. Oh, you know what? Add this to my favorite movie list. Arrival with Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner. Loved, 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 loved that movie. Arrival. I saw it with friends, and I literally, at the end when the credits rolled, I sat back and looked at my friend and I'm like, I am so glad I watched this. It was just so good. There's so many of these pieces. Yeah, if you get the name of the one that was on Netflix that you watched, let me know. Because I need a new horror movie to watch. The Wretched? The Wretched. Okay. Only a 5.8 out of 10, or 5.8 out of 10, that was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind lower scored movies because, I don't know, enjoyment of a movie is totally subjective. Like, so here's one that this movie was one of the scariest movie experiences, theater experiences I've ever had. I went to a midnight showing of it with a friend, and I was terrified. Terrified, terrified, terrified. I showed this movie to other people, and they're like, this was the dumbest movie I've ever seen in my life. So I've stopped showing it to people, but the movie called The Fourth Kind, I was terrified. It's about aliens, and I don't know, maybe aliens are my thing, where that's what scares me, but absolutely terrified. Not a jump scare, but it had a bit of head screw. I will check that out, actually. I'm using my phone to record, but I'm gonna add it to my list. Actually, I'm gonna add it. I have my laptop in front of me, so The Wretched, 2019 film. Teenage boy struggling with his parents' imminent divorce faces off with a 1,000-year-old witch who's living beneath the skin of imposing as a woman next door. Huh. I will check that out. Signs also is a huge scare for me. Signs got me good. Signs was my first quote-unquote horror movie. That terrified me. The scene downstairs with... Oh, by the way, this is the son, Aldous Severus. Um, the scene in the basement where the alien's hand was blended in with the grate. Oh my god. I was so scared. Yeah, great movie. Okay, so we're covering the top of this then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And question is, how far? So number 1, 2, 3, 4 goes here. It's like walking it's the walking across the bush in the alleyway. Yes. 100% yes. I am right there with you. Terrifying. Also, the hand under the pantry. Oh, see, I think I did this wrong already. Yeah, I did. There we go. Would be obvious if I started from here. Duh. Hand under the pantry. No music in that scene. Jump scare extraordinaire. Oh, yeah, that was very scary for me at the time. Just the way the whole scene with the bush walking across the alleyway or whatever, just the whole way that was filmed, like the fact that it was a home movie and it was on the news and you're watching it with the character and you're shocked as well as he, like, it was just so well done. This will be my last 2 bags because I do have to go to bed. One, 2, 3, 4. The only other 2 films to scare me growing up was The Shining. That one didn't do anything for me. I didn't watch it until I was older. So it didn't do anything for me particularly, scary-wise, but I can see it. Blair Witch Project. No. Don't say it as bad as it was. For the time, that was the first, I think, movie of its time to do that found footage thing. That was scary. I mean, it's not scary in 2025, but that was, the marketing that they did for that movie, freaking great. I'll even say that the first 3 Paranormal Activities were right up there with like the found footage type thing. For the time, really, really, really good. Did you see any of the Paranormal Activity movies? weren't that bad for me. I saw them in the theater, and I didn't think the first one was that scary. I thought the scene in the second one where all the kitchen doors pop open on their own, that scared me because that was a jump scare, but that freaked me out. The third one with the oscillating fan. Oh my god, the anticipation of like it panning from one side of the room and then to the other side of the room, and then seeing that things were changing and just waiting for something bad to happen. It was so freaking good. Conjuring films. First one was good. Again, a different way to tell a story. Now they've done 1,000 different versions of those types of horror movies, but yes, the first Conjuring movie was fantastic. Same thing with the first Insidious movie. That was also very, very good. The movie Sinister. The only thing I thought was scary with Sinister were the home videos of all the murders. The fact that it was grainy and like low quality and whatever, and it was just the deaths, like the murders, were horrific. I thought that was really done well, but as a movie, no. Hates found footage films. I mean, if they're done correctly, I think they're great. Like, talk about movie. Oh, yes, I'm so glad you said that. Cloverfield. That's what I was going to say. Cloverfield, freaking, yeah, that's going to be on my top 3 list. That one. So I take one of the other movies back. Cloverfield, one of my top 3 favorite movies. Yes. Viral marketing for that as well was fantastic. You don't get to... that is a movie that I can watch over and over and over again. I think I saw it like 3 times in the theater. Refuses to watch it no matter how good I try or tell it is. I honestly, you have to be... She's probably not going to like it if she doesn't want to watch it. Because you have to be kind of already semi-interested in order to enjoy it. Like, I took somebody to go see it when it was out, and yeah, they couldn't, well, first of all, they couldn't stay because the shaky camera part made them sick, but they were not a fan, and I was like, oh, okay, well, waste of time. But yeah, any, like, the whole, like, monster attacking the city thing, like, oh, that was my absolute jam. I loved it. Sorry, this is really not zoomed in, but it's just I'm doing the same on either side. Or zoomed out, I should say. The Shooter. Is it Mark Wahlberg? Is that one? I think I remember seeing it once when it first came out, because I worked at Blockbuster at the time. I think. Not my kind of movie, but I'm glad you liked it. Law Abiding Citizen. Have you seen Law Abiding Citizen with Gerard Butler? Yeah, loved Law Abiding Citizen. I saw that when I was on vacation visiting a friend, and they had it, and they're like, "Oh, I want you to watch this." I'm like, "Oh, okay," and loved that movie. I thought it was really good. Crank, yes, Jason Statham. That was just okay for me, but it was super popular when it first came out. Doing this because people can't even see half of it. Day After Tomorrow. I did like The Day After Tomorrow. I have not seen it in forever, but I did like that one, yes. Did you see the movie Crawl? It's the alligator or crocodile movie. I never know that. I know that there is a difference. I can't ever remember it off the top of my head. But Crawl. That was pretty good. Eight, and then these two. Getting down there. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 of these. 4 of these, 2 of these. So these are 2 extras. I did a creative media production at college, and we had to find the strangest film we could find. I've ever heard of rubber. Ha! Yes, I have. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But yes, I have seen it. 3 a.m. So I'm gonna shoot. Otherwise, I'm gonna world pain tomorrow. No problem. I'm almost done with this anyway, and then I'm gonna be done tonight because I gotta go to bed too. But it was really nice chatting with you. I appreciate it because otherwise I would literally be sitting here just talking to myself. So yeah, as soon as I'm done with these last few pieces, I'll be ending this stream anyway, so that works out. Alright, yeah, I will see you. I'm gonna finish this on Wednesday. Wednesday evening. I don't know when though. So hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. Yeah. That is what I got so far. So, alright. We'll leave off there. Tomorrow we have, starting with bag 41 and 42. And we will finish it on Wednesday. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I will see you then. See ya.